So we're facing west on the county road. We're about to pull into the property. There's the gate up there on the left. So this is the road frontage looking back to the east on the county road. That would be the land on the right. There's a truck parked up there with a trailer. That's a guy mowing a property down across the road there. Well, let's pull on in and we'll have a look at this property. This is a very special one in that it directly borders the conservation area along its entire left side. South side, I don't know why I said left, along its entire south side. So we'll pull right in. So now we're on the property. This hasn't been mowed for a little while. It'll mow up nicely though. And I'll just drive straight south. I don't have the map with me to give the dimensions and all that good stuff, unfortunately, but just look at the listing to see that. Beautiful open area on this north end, and then it'll go into timber as we get to the south end. It's quite wide. I mean, it's easily wide enough to build anywhere you like, more or less, on the property. And this appears to be good pasture up here, so it does grow fairly quickly, but this could be fenced. You could do horses or a couple cows up here. This would be beautiful for horses. I've seen this right after it was mowed, and it's gorgeous. It looks like a lawn. Okay, so we're almost to the tree line, and I'm gonna park the truck. Actually, I'll stop here for a second. So now we're looking north, back toward the county road, across the meadow, and we're about to park the truck and walk to the south into the heavily wooded part of the property. Beautiful, beautiful area, just gorgeous. So much wildlife, deer and wild turkey out here. Okay. So this particular property does directly border the Vera Cruz conservation area. And I don't know how far we'll walk, but we'll just kind of start going and see what we run into here. Oh, and there's a guy back there. So we're gonna go talk to him and see what that's about. I just met up with those guys that were coming back, walking through the woods, and they were carrying a deer stand. And what it was they had permission from a previous owner who we bought the land from. They had permission to hunt out here. And now that it had been sold, they were removing their stand. But I got a chance to talk to them, and they did verify that the deer hunting is fantastic out here. They had their stand on this property on what he called a ridge or a saddle, a couple hundred feet to the south here. And he said they just did fantastic with deer hunting. So that was kind of cool to bump into them. Oh, now we're gonna have some good trees on this property. A big pine, some big cedar over there. Let's keep walking and see what we run into. So now the land is sloping down. Oh, look at that big pine. I've got to go check that out. Oh my gosh. It's about a 22-inch pine. And actually, this is unusual. The trunk splits, and it's two big, beautiful pine trees growing out of the same tree. So that's pretty unusual. So this slopes down. And we have got mature timber everywhere. And actually, there's a little, looks like a wet weather creek area down here on the property. I'm trying to avoid a couple spider webs. Yeah, this is cool. It's kind of a little wet weather creek. Crossing over. And then this rises back up, and in just a moment, in a few moments, we will be right on the conservation area. So it's a great opportunity to have a property this size, which can actually be properly maintained, and still have direct access onto just a ton of public land for additional hunting and camping. Oh, look at these pine trees. We've got mature timber all over on this property. Big, big pines. Oh, look at that. We've got mature pine, mature oak all over the place. Big oak. I mean, this could be amazing for a private cabin back here. If you really wanted to have a super private building or camping site, this is stellar. Look at that. Big timber everywhere, and we're very close to the conservation area. In fact, we're only about 50 feet from the conservation area from what I can see here. There we go. So now we've reached the south end of the property, and you can see that yellow sign, Missouri Conservation Department. So this is the Vera Cruz Conservation Area, and you've got direct access into that. Hunter Creek is right there. Actually, there's a fairly steep drop because there's a big bluff that overlooks Hunter Creek. But I mean, you've got just a ton of additional land that you can use for hunting. If we were to walk down that way for another 300 yards, we'd be looking down at Hunter Creek. Gorgeous, gorgeous property. I have never been back to the south end of this property. I have only seen the north end, and this is so nice. This mature timber, it's kind of a mixture of flat ground and sloped ground. Although we're kind of at the southwest edge right now. As we move up more toward the middle or the east side, I've got quite a few spider webs. It's just that time of year. I'm trying to pick them off the camera and myself. I'm just seeing a lot of awesome stuff on this property. Many different types of trees, but just a lot of mature timber. So back here is apparently where he did have one of his deer stands set up. And he said, I think just within the last year or two, he got a really nice 10-point buck back here. Wow, awesome property. Awesome property. Well, that's the acreage bordering the Vera Cruz Conservation Area. County road frontage, big mature timber, open meadow, super nice property. Check us out at InstantAcres.com to see if this is still available. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel so we can keep showing you the new properties as they hit the market. You can email us at sales@InstantAcres.com, or you can call us in the office at 417-882-3400.